not plan. I then go work out and kind of spend the rest of the day however I want. But during my workout, I always listen to real estate gurus, right? A lot of the popular YouTubers I listen to because I like their inspiration and really like to see what they're doing. Unfortunately, this morning, I heard some of the worst real estate investing advice I've ever heard. This comes from a young man that I watch all the time, was lucky enough to have on the channel once. And, I just think we need to talk about it because, again, this individual's only known the last 4 or 5 years. They've only known one market. Basically, the net of that 12 or 13-minute video was start buying real estate today because it's going to be the best pricing you're going to see and close in late May or early June. That is some of the most dangerous real estate investing advice I have ever heard. Maybe it helps that I have 20 years experience, wrote a book about it. Real estate peaked in 06. It didn't bottom until 2010. So to think you can look at second half of April closed data, make an opinion about prices and tell people to buy it's at least insane, if not all out dangerous. So there's actually a lot of stuff I took from that video. I actually had to listen to it twice because I thought I misheard lots of things. So first off, clearly, this individual likes appreciation, the wedge deal, where I'm a cash flow conservative investor, right? I want cash flow day one. I don't really care about buying undervalue. If the property cash flows and meets my minimums, I'm good. Also, I have bought apartment buildings up to 20 units. This other investor has not. So a couple of things right in the beginning of the video. First off, it's cute how he tries to compare multifamily with residential, tries to paint a vision of multifamily being in trouble because rents are going to be lowered, tries to talk about lower rents mean lower values. Well, kind of, not really, right? Multifamily that he's referring to is actually usually priced on something called net operating income. And then there is a risk premium that is often a part of what is called the cap rate. Historically, meaning 2019, cap rates were collapsed, so the risk premium was smaller. What's happening now is risk premium is expanding. Even if rents or NOI stays flat, values are falling. We also have falling rents, meaning NOI is smaller, and an expanding risk premium, so cap rates will expand. So multifamily is absolutely in trouble. It's not because of a gross rent multiple or some just top line rent number. That was cute to see him try to have that discussion with you. The one that really bothered me was a one-liner like at minute 3 or minute 4, where he talked about multifamily and single family moving at the same direction. That is so freaking false. It's just flat out wrong. Look at the freaking data, people. Let's just talk about what happens. Water, food, shelter. People need shelter. So what happened just in the last 2 cycles? In the 2006 or 8 or whatever you want to call that period, what happened? People left multifamily, went to single family homes because there was ridiculous easy lending. So what happened? Multifamily went down, single family went up. That's not the same way. What happened here recently? Bigger is better. Equity's easy to raise. Everybody wants to talk about unit count. Cap rates go down. Multifamily goes up. Single family doesn't. So no, I'm sorry. Multifamily and single family usually go in the opposite direction because people need shelter. What is easier? Is it cheaper to rent? Cheaper to buy? Is a apartment better to rent than a house? That's how this works. No. Multifamily and single family homes do not move in common. That's just wrong. Just wrong. Next up, talked about a lot of California and Florida markets. Okay, interesting. Sales data from the 2 weeks of April, interesting. But to act like Florida and California are the nation is disingenuous. To not talk about the number of people in forbearance is silly. To talk about the number of pulled listings is silly. There is just so much noise in the data today. You cannot look at 2 weeks of data in April and make any opinions. Not enough data, too noisy. If you're just looking at sold data in the MLS, means nothing. You can't interpret that data. It's just freaking wrong. Then the other thing to talk about is Wedge Deals, some kind of magic below market value. That is very, very harmful. First off, people are generally optimistic. So when you calculate ARV and look for your 20% below, you're going to be wrong in most cases. But second, you're not appreciating what's coming. You need to go back and look at what happened from 06 to 2010 to see what price deterioration looks like. I've been through that market. Do the math. I sold a place at 264 that retraded at 75. If you bought my 264 property for 200, you still lost the property and lost 125 grand. I don't get it. Well, I mean, it's cute that you're trying to talk about real estate and using actuals, but you're missing the mark. And then to close your session by saying, hey, we've got some artificial top here. This is a great, write your offers now, buy, because you're going to want to close in the late May or early June. You're just wrong. There are 3.8 million people in forbearance. Those people aren't even going to be out of forbearance the 90-day window until July. They're probably going to be extended 6 months, if not a year. It is not the time to write offers in Southern California or Florida. It's just not. The fact that you don't even talk about Florida being a judicial state for foreclosures and California a non-judicial state, you're not paying attention. What that means for the average person is you can get to a foreclosure much, much faster in California than you can in Florida. Watch how the deterioration and distressed sales happen. It hit California first and Florida second. This is not the time to write offers on properties out of the MLS. To do that today would be stupid and irresponsible. Not as investment properties. Learn your market. Watch your market. Don't buy for appreciation. Don't buy because you're getting a discount. Buy because you're getting cash flow and you can hold forever. Value doesn't matter. If you can hold it forever, value doesn't matter because properties will be higher in 10 years or 20 or 30 years. But I promise you, if you buy my house at 264 and it's negative cash flow and you sell it's now worth 75, you are out. You are done. You will lose that property. That was some of the worst real estate investing advice I've ever heard from a real estate or YouTube guru. You've only been in the market for a couple of years. You talk about appreciation. You're talking about Southern California could lose 20 to 30% by the end of the year. To think that now is the time to write offers because you have 50% less listings. There's just, I'm flabbergasted that was the punchline of the video. Write offers now. Close at the end of May, close in June. Maybe write offers today at 30% below asking, but that's not what was said. It was basically write offers now. Do not write offers today. Learn your market. Rents will go down. Rents will go down at different rates in different asset types in different markets. Again, this was some of the most dangerous advice I have ever heard. Not only are international buyers not buying in California, they are selling. Let's not be confused. So again, I don't know what else to say. That was some of the most dangerous advice I've ever heard. Go back and look at what happened from '06, which was the peak, to the bottom in 2010. That was 16 quarters. It wasn't 16 days. Real estate moves a lot slower than stocks. You're acting like a stock market investor in real estate. I mean, Jesus. I mean, come on. That was just horrible, horrible advice. All right, everybody. I just had to get that off my chest. It really disappointed and scared me. So at the end, have a great day. Take care.